The Edge Morning Madhouse.
Evanescence returned to New Zealand. We were lucky enough to catch up with Amy Lee. Good to have you back on the radio here in New Zealand. You're coming back for a gig. Exciting, but more exciting for you. Congratulations, by the way.
Thanks a lot. Everything's going really good.
Did he buy the ring in advance, or did he just propose and then take it from there?
No, he had the ring. It's beautiful. It's definitely more than I expected on a therapist budget.
How many carats is it, Amy?
It's a little more than one.
Oh, excellent.
Because it's always going to be hard to buy a ring for you, because I'd imagine you've got a bit of money in the back pocket.
Yeah. I'm not going to buy my own ring.
but I mean, 14 million albums sold. Even if you only get 10 cents a copy, that's still $1.4 million.
It is.
I think Dom's been doing some serious
And it's all gone into the house.
It's JJ, Mike and Dom here. You talked to us a couple of years ago, and we're just excited that you're finally coming to New Zealand next month.
Yeah, and early on this time, too. We only started touring in October, so it's cool. We're going to get to, we've been freezing here in Canada, and we're going to be freezing in Japan, and then get to come to Australia and have it be a little warmer and beautiful.
Yeah, and when you come here to New Zealand, do you think that you'll do anything else other than do your gig? Like, will you have any spare time to, go shopping or whatever?
I'm trying to think if we will. I know we have a couple of days off in Perth, but not in New Zealand. I think we're only coming in. Do we have one or two shows there in New Zealand?
Well, I think the first one, Amy, just about sold out, and I think they're trying to get you for another one.
I don't know how that's going to work. I'd love to. We really do love coming there.
Yeah.
So
we'll make it work.
We'll get to see it a little bit, not just work.
We'll make it work. It's called a matinee performance.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
We did cram 2 shows into the one day.
Yeah. You can sing on one of them, and I'll sing on the other.
Oh, God, you don't want to hear
I know which show the fans will be wanting a refund from.
Well, Amy, you can come here and check out our New Zealand bridal designers and get yourself a dress, maybe.
Aw, sounds nice.
Have you started like buying the bridal magazines and doing the whole wedding deal, or what?
No, I've started thinking about it. I'm not going to make a big deal. We're not going to have a big wedding. It's going to be really low key, just family, pretty much. And I don't know, might just do it in my parents' backyard.
Oh, that's cute.
That'd be cool.
Was breaking up good for writing an album?
Actually, I really felt like it helped us earn some respect and be able to really just go free this time. I mean, it didn't feel like there was any rules. We'd already sold a lot of albums, and it felt like now we really could just relax and take a little time. And we spent a full year just writing before we even went into the studio. So it was really cool. I feel like it was really worth it. I love this album a lot more than the first one, even though of course, I still think the first one is good. We've just grown a lot and really had the time to, nurture the new music. So I think it rules.
And how's the relationship with Ben now? Like, are you guys back to being buddies again, or is it one of those things that you'll never speak again? Or
with who? Sorry,
Ben.
I think
did you say Ben?
Yeah.
Oh no, we don't speak. No, It's I just don't think some people are meant to be in each other's lives. I think both of our lives are probably a lot less complicated now that we're not part of each other's.
Is that the question you hate the most now? What happened with you and Ben?
No, not really. I mean, I've been open about how it went down and him leaving the band, and it was definitely his choice and everything, and sort of spontaneous. But I really think it was a great thing that he left the band. It's been really good for us and given us the opportunity to grow. I felt like we were really stuck there for a while, just because everyone was kind of miserable, and Ben especially. So I really think this is just a better, healthier place for everybody, personally and career-wise too.
And to be honest with you, Amy Lee, and please don't tell the other guys in the band this, but you are sort of like the Beyonce or the Justin Timberlake of the band. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess. I do most of the interviews, if that's what you mean.
Point.
Well, I mean,
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. If we found out we had an interview with Evanescence and it was with the drummer, we'd be a little bit disappointed. No, I'm sure he's a lovely chap, but we'd rather speak to you because you're hot.
Well, I won't tell them you said that, but actually I think they much prefer not having to do all the work. So.
And so did you get the iPod bass that you wanted for Christmas?
No.
Oh, what? Didn't you?
Well, I didn't tell anyone. I was just, trying to think of something. People ask you on the spot interviews, so what do you want for Christmas? And I have not even thought about myself. I spent like a month just having fun, shopping for other people. It's kind of like, I know it's corny, but when you grow up, Christmas doesn't really become about what you want anymore. It becomes about getting the coolest gift for somebody else.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I have a lot more fun nowadays. I mean, when you're a kid, it's like, yeah, what am I going to get? But when you grow up, it seems like it's a lot more fun to just, like, try to get the best present ever for somebody else.
Is Christmas a bit boring for you because you get all the cool stuff a couple of weeks beforehand on your birthday?
No, I love Christmas, just because it's a cool time, because it feels like none of this ever happened, actually, for a few days.
Yeah.
We get to go home, and everything feels like it's always felt from when I was a little kid, just be with the family and maybe the grandparents, you know. Make sausage bread and, I don't know,
Hey,
hot
sausage
cocoa
bread.
and try to, you know, pry your eyes open at, I don't know, 7 in the morning or something.
What's Amy Lee? Can you explain to me what sausage bread is?
Sausage bread?
Yeah.
It's like, we either do sausage bread or sausage balls every year. Sausage balls are the ones like sausage and cheese and like flour, I guess, all just like into balls, and you bake them and they're really good. Sausage bread is like, how can I think? It's like you flatten out some dough and then you fill it up with sausage and cheese, and then you roll it and then you bake it.
My
Oh,
God.
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's really good. And then you slice it, so, you know, each slice has a bunch of goodies inside.
Is it like, it's like a sausage roll? We call them sausage rolls here, but
Yeah.
they're pastry on the outside ours.
And
Yeah.
just by chance, I don't want to naturally draw a connection, but did Terry eat them just before he had his stroke? Sounds like stroke material.
Yeah, no, yeah, he wasn't eating one right before, but definitely not healthy food.
So, Call Me When You're Sober, that's a fantastic song, and I'm sure it's something we can all relate to, and it's probably happened to most girls at some point. Is that about Josh, or is that about somebody else?
Oh, it's not about Josh. I wrote that a long time ago.
Right.
Actually, like, I'm trying to think when. It was in 2005. Yeah. So, yeah, that was before Josh. Pre-Josh.
Does the person in question know that he's the person that's being talked about in the song?
Yeah.
Right. And did he ever have one of those nights where he skipped the drunk phone call and just went straight to being a window tapper?
Went straight to being a what?
A window tapper, when they just, you know, turn up at your window and tap on the window at 2 in the morning.
No. I think I really had a lot of stuff I needed to say, like, every time I write a song, but I really had a lot I wanted to get off my chest when I wrote that song, and it was more kind of, I don't know, in your face and not covered up by metaphor and stuff like a lot of my other songs have been. So it was kind of funny, and I was sort of like hee writing it. So like, oh great, I'm gonna pay for this one. But it really, I've never really regretted it. I've always felt like every time I sing it, I feel proud of myself for getting out of that situation and more empowered and happier that I exposed what was going on, because I was really being an enabler for a long time.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Amy, we can't wait to see you here.
Thank you.
Your concert's going to sell out so fast. I mean, the mezzanine's already gone. So, Evanescence, you got to get your tickets really fast. Wednesday, the 21st of February at the St. James. And we may even get to meet you then if you're coming.
Yeah, I just can't wait to come.
Yeah. And so what sort of treats should we give you? Like, are you a chocolate fan, or you know, some type
No,
of
don't,
wine?
please.
No?
I said that one time a long time ago, and now everywhere I go, people give me sweet stuff, and I'm just like, right,
No.
I can't keep this girlish figure if I keep eating all these presents you guys are giving me.
We'll get you some sausage rolls then.
Oh, great, that's even better. Maybe give me something I can't eat.
Awesome.
I got some bridal magazines.
There you go.
Yeah, or perhaps a gold record. You don't have enough of them, do you? Only 35.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, she doesn't need any Grammys. She's got a couple of them as well.
Yeah, great.
Hey, honestly, thank you so much for chatting, and we'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you.
The Edge Morning Madhouse. JJ, Mike and Dom back tomorrow, 6 till 10 on The Edge.